is crazy, and you can't put these things, this only happens on Lifetime movies, right? So if you can stand up, or come here. And I had those biscuits and gravy at that Wildberry place. Yeah, and the fig and goat cheese omelet. Oh! Anyway, so unfortunately, this is your mom as well. So what are the odds, okay, that this is going to happen? And I looked right in this direction, that there would be two young, beautiful women that this tragedy struck their family. So now, where does the boyfriend come in with the man? That would be your mom? What? And was there something where you said, you know what, I know he's going to hurt you, stay away. Why do you stay with him? He's going to hurt you. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So you can release the burden and guilt of feeling that you could have or should have been able to do something about this. Now, did they take their own life? Which one took their own life? No, not them, the person that did it, or they're not.
He tried.
Oh, yeah. So you know, well, did he put her in, shove her in something? Because I feel like I'm in a wall, or like.
Yeah, he hid her under beds and blankets and everything. She was
and put her like in a corner.
Yeah.
But then I found pieces of a body. So he did a lot of things to her physical body after she died. You understand that?
Kind of, yeah.
Okay. Because what they did is I kept seeing like horrific things. I'm going to be perfectly honest with you. You understand that?
Some of it.
Okay. Well, I keep seeing things done to my skin, marks, and then I look and then I don't see things. I feel like that they're missing. So when I saw that, I was told, this did not happen to me while I was alive. Do you understand that?
Yes.
So stop trying to visualize that this happened while I was awake or feeling that I was struggling. Because then what I keep seeing is like blood and markings under my fingernails. So it's acknowledging that she did fight, but that was in the beginning. Then other things happen to the physical body. Do you understand that? Do you not have all of her body with you? Because she said there are still body parts missing. Is that correct?
Yes.
Okay. Do you also know about the markings or the bite marks? How do you understand that? Or was there some type of marking, like a clamp? I thought it was teeth marks.
Animals.
Like this and it took a clamp off, so I don't know what that means. Or was there something that her wrists were restrained or around her arms?
I know they found him with some stuff she wore on her arms.
Something like I don't know what this. I don't know
She
what this means.
She was on with bite marks from animals.
Oh, okay. So this is so important. So you know that she did not. And did he bring her body to like 3 different locations?
They think so.
Because I feel like it happened somewhere else, and then he moved her.
Yes.
Yes.
Does that make sense?
Yeah.
So I don't know if they're not being, look, the issue that I have is that I feel that if anyone is responsible for our loved one's departure, whatever it may be, okay? Accident, this kick, I don't think there's anything that we can ever do to make them be held accountable. I'm sorry. So there was something where, well, how do you connect with the number 10? Were you 10 when this happened, or was it 10 years ago? Or can you connect with the month of October?
It was her birthday yesterday.
So, because she said, she goes, I just want her to know that I don't want her to feel that she could have done anything about this. Do you understand that? Were you not home, or did you move away, or why do I feel like I was in another state when this happened?
She gave me to my dad when I was like a couple of years before she died. And she lives in Michigan while I was in Illinois.
So that would be a different state. So you understand why I felt the separation and didn't want you to feel, you understand that, look, was this something that she felt and said, I can't drag my daughter through this, whatever it may be, you understand that?
Yeah.
Because even if you stayed with her, You would not have died, but I feel that things would have happened to you that should not be done to a child. Do you understand that? We're on the same page?
Yes.
Because I feel like that there were certain things that happened that she stopped. Fair enough?
Yes.
To acknowledge that that giving up was knowing that you would be well cared for. Well, where does the teacher or the nurse come in? Are you in college? How old are you?
I just turned 18.
Oh, you just turned
6 months
18.
ago.
Okay, so you going to college? You gonna go to college?
In the spring, I'm planning on it.
Okay, and what are you gonna go for? You make me feel like you're helping
Dentistry.
people.
Dentistry.
Dental care.
Oh. Well, where does the teacher or the nurse come in? Or some type of counselor? I don't know.
Her sister was a nurse, and they weren't on good terms when she died, and she's let guilt about
Look,
that.
again, somewhat of, not really a dead-on connection, but still a similar situation. You understand that? Where there was a separation within a family for whatever reason, whether it's geographical, communication, fair? Not wanting, and the main message is not any of us feeling that burden or guilt. Your mom, are you married, ma'am? Your mom showed me that you have someone in your life.
Yeah.
Oh, that would be you. Oh, you're the, oh, okay. Oh, you could be a brother. Can you stand up? Perfect. So you guys getting married? Do you live together? Yeah. You guys live together?
Yeah.
We do.
Well, newsflash, it's like you're married, just saying. Like my kids, my son. Yeah, we're gonna move in together. What kind of shit is that? You get married first. Everyone got married young. You know why people got married young back then? You know why? You know why? Because they wanted to have sex. That's how you got married. Am I right? I'm just speaking the truth. Now today you get to see, test it out. So was there a discussion? You have to say this doesn't mean that your mother's saying you better marry my daughter. Look, times change. You know, parents, we might not agree with our children, but you know what? We all in the end respect your choices and decisions. And the bottom line is that you have to be happy. And she says, you found someone that truly loves you. But I feel like there's a part of you that keeps him at a safe distance. Is that correct? This is what this is about. And knowing of, because of it, you know, look, you have every right to feel the way that you feel. But she wants you to know that she knows and her soul has been with you all these years. Fair? Knowing that when you think about getting married, maybe you have a discussion, maybe we should get engaged or not date anyone else, we're going to exclusively date each other, whatever it is, wanting you to know that she just wants you to be happy. And wanting you to, well, she talks about flashcards. How do you know about flashcards, or was she a teacher? I keep seeing a teacher and talking about flashcards. I don't know what this is.
A son that plays with them.
What happened?
I have a son that plays with little like puzzle piece flashcards.
So, do you want to know if your mom is proud of you, knows of the woman that you've become? Like her, I didn't know what flashcards was about. How do you connect with the number 5? An age, 5th grade, the month of May.
I'm not sure.
I feel like it was something about kindergarten. How do you understand that? Oh. So you know that if you wonder if your mom knows of your son, knows who he's growing up to be, fair enough. And allowing you to be able to, because you have to understand there's something about, I feel this protection around my soul. So you have to understand, I don't read someone's physical appearance, or do I read their body language. What I read is the soul. They make me feel how you feel, your soul feels. Not only sometimes here, but how your soul feels. Does that make sense to you?
Yeah.
And you have yourself protected, fair?
Yeah.
Because you're afraid of getting hurt. Or the ones that you love get taken from you.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Exactly.
So, she made me feel that, I usually don't like to talk about these things, but it's not up to me, but I felt like he was in for the long haul. That's how Is this something you say? I wonder if my mom, or I know my mom would love him.
She did, yeah.
You know.
She used to.
And I just wondering what's happening, just what's happening, you understand that? So knowing that it's okay to be happy. And not wanting you to feel or having to explain or her death. Because that's even hard too. What is it when people ask me, that might be for the young lady back there also, what do I say when people ask me about my mom? You know, I don't understand why people have to ask such detailed information. If you say to someone, I lost my mom in a tragedy, because that's what happened, it's none of anybody's business how she died. You understand that?
Yeah, we had somebody get really specific about it. We had a flooring guy come over and he was asking details.
Very rude. You understand that? Obnoxious and disrespectful. And that's something that we never want to be to ourselves, or more importantly to spirit. That your mother says, because now that's something you feel that she would know about, to validate that her soul was present, that you never have to explain to anybody. It should be enough that unfortunately you lost your mother in a tragedy. That should be enough. And it doesn't matter whether we lose our loved ones to an illness, murder, car accident, suicide. The bottom line is we lost our loved ones that day. And how they died, nothing is going to change that. And they don't want us sometimes, and I know this is terrible because we have to live with that, how they die. They don't want us to keep going over that, because that does not give us the gift or the ability to heal. Your mom says you do have a lot of things in memory of me. So do you feel that you wish you had more things? Because she says it's the memories, and she keeps showing me her hand on your heart to acknowledge that all of the memories live within inside you.
We had her cremated. I have it.
Perfect. So you always carry her with your heart. Do you understand that? Those memories. And knowing that no matter what you do in your life, she will always be proud of you. And I guarantee you, you will never look at those flashcards the same when you do it with you. So that's the incredible thing, right? Your mom also just showed me a picture that you have of you and her, of your heads together. And it's just like your faces and you're so happy, and it's almost like you look like sisters.
Yeah, everyone said that.
Perfect. So knowing, she says, that's how I want you to remember me. I don't want you to remember me in that tragedy. And again, this is hard, because of course it's your loved one. And we go back to that. We go back to the way that they died, what they did before they died, how they suffered, whatever it may be. Not wanting you to carry that burden. Fair? That she takes responsibility, both of them, for their actions. And your mother says she's proud of what she did with you. Do you understand that? Because you say, why did she do that? Maybe if I was there, then maybe he wouldn't have done this to her. Because you say that, is that correct? She says this is why it was important for me to say that. And again, respect. We don't have to go into certain areas, but she says, I did that for a reason, to save you. It wasn't to be that you would have been with me, so then you would have saved me. She says it would have been much harder for you to heal if you stayed with me. Do you understand that? And not that this is easy. Did you receive your mom's belongings in the mail after she died?
No.
Well, she keeps showing me this big, what's that called, the manila envelope? And I see things in it, I don't know what this means. And then she showed me the Sacred Heart, which is just my symbol for when someone receives something in the mail.
Cheyenne,
After the person
your
dies.
dad gave you the article.
Perfect. She talks a little about her hand. She talks about her fingers. Well, what's with her hand? Do you have a baby picture of her holding?
I have one. I'm holding it in my hand right now.
probably why I stood here. Do you understand that? Because my rule with spirit is if I can see something, I'm not allowed to talk about it. Like if I was to look at something and I would know what it is, I'm not allowed to talk about it. Because again, I want everything to be as pure as they possibly can. Do you also feel that you're not healing your mom?